Like, no, hang on. This isn't working. Hello? Yeah, I don't think it's displaying anything, is it? Real goddamn professional self. Oh, I know what it is. Okay. Hang on. Yep. I think this works now. Hello, everyone. Actually, hang on. Let me just restart this real quick. Because I am pretty confident I messed something up by alt-tabbing at one point. Hello everyone. It's been quite a while, hasn't it? Actually, let's let the trailer play out.
I am unable to think. I am empty.
They took out King's Bridge! Air Defense Command has ordered an evacuation. You've been ordered to give up Gracemeria. You've got to be nuts! Listen! The plan is to withdraw, meet up with all remaining forces from each area. All stricken team members assemble for takeoff. For the glory of our country, then regroup for a counterattack.
You have to leave now. As far away from here as you can. They're coming from the sky.
Imminent launch. Go side to all forces. We must implement an emergency reformation. Commuter team, thought you could use some cover. What's this? Missiles. Let's do this, Garuda 1! Use everything you've got.
Hello to all American Air Force pilots.
Ready yet? Hurry, time's running out. Attack request, roger.
I don't know a whole lot about war,
Go side, there's some interference.
but there's something I need to tell you.
Moving through their line of defense. Go! All planes, we're going to take back Gracemeria today.
Yeah, the dialogue is cheesy, but goddamn, it still gets me hype every single time. Yeah, I've been playing quite a bit of this recently, since I've learned that Xenia had made tremendous advances. I still remember when you couldn't even get to gameplay. And I've already cleared the game once, and we're gonna do it again. I mean, there was people asking for setup. It could not be more simple, because the emulator itself doesn't really have options, at least in the way that other emulators do. You don't have to configure a million things. It does, as someone said, work out of the box. Pretty much. There are a few options you can change just to give it a little bit of spice, but that's really it. It works kind of out of the box. Hang on. Actually, give me just a moment here. Because what I do want to show as well, if you give me a moment. It is what we do have for settings. Which is this. We have just a configuration file that seems a bit overwhelming, but it's really, but most of these won't have to touch. Just for getting it to work out of the bat. The real interesting ones are, if I can find it, where was it? Here we go. VSync. It comes to enable to true by default. This, at least in Ace Combat 6, disabling it unlocks the frame rate without any gameplay consequences. So this stream will be Ace Combat 6 at 60 frames per second, and that alone makes this all worth it. And the other important setting that you would expect on Emulator will be draw resolution scale, so that you can actually increase the native resolution of Ace Combat 6, just as you can with the PSP and PS2 emulators. However, for Ace Combat 6, that doesn't really work. I'll show you this to you in a couple of missions time, but for now let's get going on the first one and show you how it's looking as it is.
Attention all pilots. Our capital city Gracemeria is under attack by unknown aircraft. Damage from the attacks is widespread throughout the city. All planes scramble and intercept all threats immediately.
Although there is something interesting. If I go out of full screen, there are some things that are accelerated, like the brief. Hang on, if I go into the briefing again, yeah, look at this.
All planes scramble and intercept all threats immediately.
It skipped through everything immediately because I'm not full screen. But if I am, it doesn't. It's a bit strange. Because I forgot the notes in the screen. Yeah. Let's say yeah. If I'm full screen, this is fine.
Attention all planes.
If I go out of full screen, it skips through the rest of the briefing. Look at that. I am fucking rusty, aren't I? Let's just jump into this. As someone asked for DLC, yeah, I'm trying to work on it. It can be done, but because I'm an absolute moron, I scheduled this on the weekend that I'm kind of really busy on, so I have not been able to set it up properly yet. So we're going to do this without DLC, but it can be done. No, hang on. Oh yeah, we do.
Garuda team, time to take off.
There we go. Let's go back into full screen.
They took out King's Bridge!
Oh right, I forgot the music. Oh well, I can add it in gameplay. Yeah, triangles! That's the big issue that we haven't been able to fix yet. Triangles! Everywhere. Oh god, and this audio effect that just glitched. Yeah, that can happen sometimes. And that is clearly accelerated as well. I'm just gonna skip that. Let's turn on the music. Music is not 100% perfect yet as well. You'll notice that there's some beats that are repeated. But it's fine.
Garuda 1, Talisman, and Garuda 2, Shamrock. We are currently in a state of emergency. Our nation is under attack by others. Someone's been downed.
Ladies and gentlemen, the expert experience. I'll talk about... Yeah, it's a great start. It's fantastic. Since I've been doing nothing for so long, I'll remind people again that when I'm not recording high-score runs, I am in fact useless.
Nation is under attack by unknown forces. Do whatever you can.
By the way, how's the audio volume? The game audio is a bit too loud, so I'm not sure if it's coming through okay for you guys.
This is Commander with Alexa 15 Squadron. The enemy is expanding its field of attack. Stay alert.
Garuda 1, there's too many of them. Use your SP weapon.
All ships to terminate.
Enemy's louder than my voice? Okay, that's fine. Oh god, yeah. That happens. When Xenia is in full screen, if I either tab out or do anything that overlays video on top of the Xenia window, it will do a weird freezing for a few seconds. In this case, the Windows volume thing. Yeah, that's right. Shadows don't seem to be perfectly okay either, and you'll occasionally see a square in the sky, which I think should be a glare effect, but it's not really working properly. But it's far less noticeable than, say, it's Combat 4. How does 60 frames per second affect the game? In no way whatsoever, as you can see. Like, there is no difference. By the way, someone asked me earlier if I had an AMD card. That's right, I've got a Vega 5660 that affects things. I have heard pretty nasty things about the AMD cards in terms of emulation, and it's kind of true when it comes to OpenGL, but I haven't had many issues myself. Yeah, what terrain has triangles and what doesn't seems a bit random. Like, in one of these missions, I'll go to the map ceiling so you guys can see, but it's a whole patchwork.
The Estovakian threat level has been reduced. You should be able to hold out against them.
Garuda 1, we've almost got them. Let's do this one plane at a time.
Yeah, Stemmer, you're absolutely right. I was kind of shocked how this worked pretty much out of the box. I just disabled VSync, well, quote-unquote VSync, because if VSync at true sets it at 30 frames per second, then it's not really VSync, is it? Because I don't run at 30 frames per second on my computer. But it is gorgeous. I think this game has aged just tremendously, and it was a long, long time until any other game even came close to it in terms of visual beauty.
Keep an eye on your 6 o'clock.
By the way, you will see me fire a lot of non-shoot missiles because I suck at this game. Yeah, gameplay-wise, you can play this from start to finish, and I love it. Oh, you go, Avalanche! By the way, please do stop me from going for all the targets, or all the non-targets, because that is going to be my perdition when it comes to this game.
Nice kill!
Like, I could just stay here and kill all the greens in this map and stay in this mission for half an hour, but I don't think you guys want that.
Garuda 1, Box 3.
That's what I like to hear. Our Air Force is holding down the enemy. Keep it up.
The Estovakian threat level is even lower now. Drive them out of Ameria.
Yeah, look at the special with the triangles. Here we go.
Icon to Stricken team. We are prepared to launch.
Oh yeah, that cutscene acceleration.
Attention all aircraft. We are ready for Nimbus launch. Begin the countdown.
What's this? Missiles?
Yeah, you will notice some, at least that's the way I see it, some beats that are duplicated. But that's pretty much it, and that's manageable. It doesn't
What the
really
hell was
bother me
that?
much.
Where are they coming from?
Yeah, that's normal. It doesn't sync, and I think that happens regardless of whether or not you use uncapped frames FPS. I don't think that initial Nimbus actually does damage, otherwise it would be pretty bad because it spawns right on top of you.
Warning, additional enemy planes have been spotted on radar. You don't want to know how many.
Yeah, I do.
This is Stricken 12. Target acquired.
Thanks, I was
Calling all civilian planes. Gracemeria shall be ours for the taking now. Roger.
Let's get you turning. Use this allied attack while I have it. For some reason, the first time I played on the emulator, they ordered the evacuation before the Strix actually spawned.
This is Ghost Eye to all planes.
Did you see what happened?
Ordered an evacuation.
Some ally killed Wojciech while he was talking, and that just shut him up.
Are you out of your mind? We can't comply with that order.
We are militarily at a huge disadvantage. Comply with the order and head west.
This is Avalanche. We're not going anywhere.
Listen!
They just shut the hell of
Plan is to
Wojciech.
withdraw,
That was hilarious.
meet up with all remaining forces from each area, then regroup for a counterattack. We can't afford to lose you. Follow the order.
Where's Positron to criticize my horrible gun skills here?
Garuda 2 to Garuda 1. We really should get out of here.
Stricken leader is hit. Are you alright, sir?
Oh, this is going a lot better than I was anticipating. I got 5 of them. I thought they respawn once we got 4. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I never killed this many Strigans in Invasion of Gracemeria, ever. I promise I'll just clear this cluster of Hornets and Rafals and then I'll go. Yeah, I love allies in this game. I love the gameplay in this game, just in general. Because it makes me truly feel like I'm in a war. Like I'm fighting on the front lines of a war, and I am. I mean, the game is pretty much focused on close air support. Another, like a game like Ace Combat 7, pretty much every single mission, no matter what squadron you're on, is some kind of special operation.
Garuda team, break away from
It's
this
never,
airspace and head west.
like the closest you have to an actual ground fight, well, aside from Stonehenge, but that's very much its own thing. That special operation as they come is Farbanti, and even there, it's just a combination of you basically island hopping over the top of the continent. It's not an Ace Combat. Well, it's actually I'm not sure how Xbox One ports work, but it's more just enabling compatibility in some way. I don't think there's any modifications that were done to the game at all. Wingman or 7? It's not a choice I can make.
Garuda team, break away from
Each
this
game has its own
airspace and head
strengths.
west.
The map is unclean. Unclean! So it's my soul.
Garuda team, you're about to exit the combat zone. Maintain your course west to leave the airspace.
I do want to get the DLC working, because for all the skins I never got to fly. Thinking because I could not even access them, like the PJ F-16 that was out of the Xbox store by the time I got Ace Combat 6. It looks like Xenia's getting better. Well, it's all better than before where he couldn't emulate it at all.
Our military has escaped destruction because of your valiant efforts on the battlefield. But our capital, Grace, and our central government has been usurped by the nation of Estovakia had declared Henry our one of them.
Alright.
Fire and smoke rises from
While
the
this
city before
accelerated cutscene plays, I'm just gonna tweet out that I'm
the
live.
King's Bridge is gone.
Because I always forget to do those things.
No. Every now and then, I'd tell my daughter the story of the night some years ago. A night when the sky was radiant with shooting stars. That night, your father and I made countless wishes together. An asteroid called Ulysses came into Earth's orbit and disintegrated into millions of pieces, which poured down on the land below. As we watched the shooting stars that night, fragments from the asteroid rained down on our eastern neighbor, Estovakia, damaging a great deal of their infrastructure and devastating their economy. Soon after,
Wasn't there a
the news
babushka here?
reported that their nation
Oh no,
had fallen
babushka!
into a civil war, one that would last for years. Eventually, the internal strife was brought to an end when the generals came into power.
Like, I won't play all the cutscenes, I'm just letting this play because I'm tweeting out the
Estovakia
stream.
were convinced that the only way they could recover as a nation was to rely on a military government led by these generals. Before long, they went so far as to invade our nation, the Republic of Emeria. Our military was forced to retreat to Kesid, an island far to the west.
What kind of PC specs do you need to run this? I honestly would not know. You can check my specs, they're on my channel about page. But for now, I'm pretty sure it's fairly CPU intensive still. I've got a Ryzen 5 5800X, so I'm fairly well served on that front. But I would check to see what the minimum specs are. Let's not bother with this.
A large-scale formation of Estovakian is heading toward Vito. The enemy bombers
I mean,
are
I suppose the
approaching
benefit is that
Vitose
the
from the
people
north.
don't really bother about the story. Well, I've got a good excuse to skip the cutscenes anyway, because I don't play properly. Xenia does support Vulkan. I'm pretty sure it does, but I don't think it's recommended at this stage. I mean, I'm just going pure vanilla here. Use F-16 first mission, Mirage second mission. It's.
Garuda 1, which plane should I select? How about my weapon?
If you've got any suggestions, by all means, say them, because
off.
otherwise I'm just gonna go with the most boring aircraft selection possible for each mission.
Those bombers have passed through the mountains and are still on course for Vitose. They're here. Head back to the base if you need supplies. You can land there at any time.
I've got AMD CPU and GPU, and I don't think I'm running in Vulkan, so not really a problem there. Oh yeah, I did want to show you guys. Let me pop up the notes again. Draw resolution scale. Set it to 2. We doubled the internal resolution, and I'll tell you, I didn't even have frame drops from that. That's great, isn't it? Except, not really, because if I do that, and give me a second just to restart Xenia here. Well, you'll see what happens. Yeah, blah 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 blah. See, I go out of full screen in order to speed up something, which is kind of hilarious. Blah 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 blah.
Garuda team, time to take off.
They took out King's Bridge! Who's attacking? What the hell is going on? Control, get those planes.
Yeah, it looks great with double resolution, doesn't it? Looks simply fantastic with double resolution. The problem is that there's some weird post-processing thing that also gets doubled. That's over every single texture, over every single cloud, over everything. So you're doubling the resolution, but you're also doubling this mass. Mind you, look at the picture on the top right when it shows up when there's dialogue. Look at the detail on that. The resolution is in fact doubled. It does work, but it's all hidden by this mass of squares. It is a damn shame. It's some kind of post-processing effect that once someone gets rid of that, that will be simply awesome, because yeah, who wouldn't want double resolution for this? But yeah, not for now, but it is coming at some point. At least I hope so. The issue is that from what little I've read, frankly, a lot of I'll lower the volume further. Okay. From what I've read, a lot of the issues with Xenia are fairly game specific and require an investment towards fixing it in that particular game. At least I've read it towards the triangles, and I would imagine this post-processing thing would be the same. So, yeah.
How about my Garuda 1? How about my weapon? Are we ready?
There's some
Garuda team,
difficulties.
time to take off.
Please tell me when the balance is correct.
Those bombers have passed through the mountains and are still on course for Vitose. They're here.
Oh, did I brought LASM?
Head back to the
I
base
did.
if you need supplies.
Oh, well.
You can land there at any time.
Takeoff complete. Good luck up there.
Garuda team, a formation of enemy bombers is on its way to Vitose. Take them
I
out.
played Infinite Warfare. I rather like it. The fights were nice, but they were very repetitive,
Garuda team, it's in
unfortunately.
your hands. We've got to intercept those bombers. Stay within range
Maybe
of the radar
set
facility.
Shami's first
That should
attack,
give
so
you the upper hand in battle.
XMAAs.
Roger. Heading over to engage the enemy. Is Slovakia trying to raise our entire country?
Huh, I don't remember that line.
They're under attack on
Shami.
the front line. Our air defense network won't last much longer.
But the problem with those dogfights in Infinite Warfare is that they got too repetitive. It's always the same thing. Go into its BFM thing, and then the bosses would just plain health
Work
health
with our radar
sponges.
facilities on the ground. They should be able to help you out.
Yeah, quite true. I mean, I don't want to use Assault Horizon as a good benchmark for any game.
Garuda 1 launched missile.
Always the same thing. I can never predict if shoot missiles are going to be 1 or 2 shots.
Enemy bombers are approaching the city. Get on the scene immediately.
That's a kill!
Is it still that loud? But thanks. Thanks for the heads up and thanks for the super chat. But please tell me when the balance is appropriate.
More enemy bombers detected on radar. It looks like another formation.
Oh, hang on. No. Is the game volume not too low like this?
More planes are showing up on radar. It's another bomber formation. Intercept.
Some kind of splashing sound? I'm not seeing it.
This is the enemy's propaganda broadcast.
Ooh, an ace. There I go, firing non-shoot misses. At aces at that.
What a bunch of lies!
Really, it's still coming through a bit loud, because I'm not being able to hear the game damage at all.
Confirmed.
Or maybe it's just my mic volume that's too low? Hang on, let me try and actually adjust things on OBS rather than just lowering my computer volume. Game's gonna glitch out for a second. Hang on. Yeah, I think this should be good.
Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you!
Watch out for that missile, Garuda 1.
Oh, of course these are loud. These are, low, rather.
Enemy plane down.
Second enemy bomber is down.
More enemy bombers incoming. There's quite a few this time.
Hang on. Got all the time in the world. Can adjust things properly. Oh, hang on. No. No? Okay, all's good. Okay. See, there's that audio duplication.
Enemy bombers are almost to the city. Take them out as quickly as possible. Take out those bombers first and foremost. Don't worry about the escorts.
I've been trained. Who the hell did that? Fifth enemy bombers are on its way down.
Now I've completely lost the ace now. I know he's somewhere.
Bombers are still incoming. Stay sharp.
Oh, that was bad. Oh, there he is. I didn't know. Okay.
Careful now. The enemy has you on radar.
360 wasn't the powerhouse, but by the time it launched, it was significantly more powerful than an equally priced computer, compared to, say, a PS5 compared to a similarly priced computer today. Like, it used to be the case then when consoles released, they had this just spike of performance over equally priced PCs, but that's really not the case anymore. So if anything, we're worse on that end today than we were back then.
Enemy aircraft down.
Down he goes.
I've got a lock. Garuda 1, Fox 2.
It cleverly used the power it had, and some people were very clever about it. There is this... one of the best pieces of game journalism that I can recall. It was an interview with Bluepoint Games, which are porting specialists, and the guys who ported Titanfall to the original Xbox 360. And what they did to make that game work with 512 megs of RAM instead of 8 gigs, and have it really not look all that worse than the Xbox One, was absolutely phenomenal.
Ninth bomber down.
All enemy bombers have been eliminated. We somehow plucked every last one of them.
Enemy bomber formation is confirmed down. I have to say you handled things well.
Yeah, that's a good point, Exploding Rabbit. I hadn't actually considered that,
Roger that,
but
Avalanche.
that is a very good point.
Gun down and missing in action.
That's pretty harsh, Ghost Eye.
Now that I'm a bit more, let's say, financially stable, I probably should upgrade my GPU again. Not that the Vega 56 is bad. It's still a great card, and it's kind of sentimental to me because a friend gave it to me just so I could play Ace Combat 7 properly. But at this stage, I could do a bit better for me and for you guys as well. But not with the current prices. I mean, there was a bit of a lull, but now Bitcoin is exploding again. So. Anyway.
My daughter is alive somewhere in Gracemeria.
Let's skip this one. That's a bit depressing.
You've been ordered to start the mission now.
Hey, Alman.
The interception
Glad to see you.
of the Republic of Ameria's military to initiate a counter.
And yeah, still kicking. Sorry for having left you guys in the dark for so long. By the way, how are all of you doing? Really, I've been away for so long, and for really no reason. I have to confess, been busy with work, been busy with a lot of other things, but I've always managed to find time even at my busiest. I don't know. Let's see if I can change that. The plans are there. Chances of doing PC remasters of Ace Combat games. Thank you for the super chat. Unfortunately, I'm not very confident in that. Really. It's nice to see the focus they've given on PC recently with releasing Ace Combat 7 for it. But that seems more of an industry trend than any particular focus by Project Aces or Bandai. Not to mention, you gotta ask yourself if it would be profitable. And there's also the question of licensing. With Ace Combat 5, it's been confirmed by Kono that they they could only offer it as a pre-order bonus for Ace Combat 7. They cannot sell it on its own because of existing licensing agreements. So I can only imagine that applies to at least the other PS2 games. Maybe not the PS1 games, considering they didn't really have licenses, I don't think. But then, I don't know. It's difficult. It goes into a lot of business stuff that I could not possibly begin to guess.
Garuda 1, which plane should I select? How about my weaponry?
Now, I don't even in the slightest remember how to drop PDSP in Ace Combat 6, so this is gonna be fun.
Ghost Eye to all forces. We're about to engage enemy units on the other side of the river from multiple angles.
And if you ask me personally, I don't want remasters, I want remakes. Of course, that would be a much costlier proposition, but I love Ace Combat enough that I'm willing for that I want to see it become better, and I'm willing to risk it not being perfect for it. I don't want a case like the Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remaster, which was actually a full remake. They had to rebuild the game from scratch, but then rebuilt it the exact same flawed way. And I've got a real pet peeve with that. You can do better, and you don't because of nostalgia. That doesn't sit well with me.
Use the Operation ID device when the battle gets too heavy. Your radar display can be
Hang on.
toggled for each operation.
Yeah, I couldn't actually see the thing, the guidance thing for the Piper for the BDSP.
Don't let enemy forces reach Warlock Battalion. Take them out before they cross the bridge.
Oh, now I can see it. Whoa, okay, that's a much bigger radius than I was expecting. Let's see if I can clear all three operations at the same time. Ah, I launched those long.
Quirks Battalion is a small-scale unit. Don't let the enemy surround them.
Now this operation is very small. I'm gonna finish it first. I know some people like that, but I'll never get used to my gun Piper pointing down in attackers. It always messes me up.
About half the enemy forces are down. I don't think they'll be getting in any further. Our firepower is far superior to theirs. This is a disgrace to our country. Keep on firing. Get through this with the main battalions up next. All pins are down. Get moving. Let me go, Lefty, Air Force. This is Quirks, preparing to engage Sentinel enemy from the east.
Roger, Quirks. Garuda team, move on to a different unit. Ghost Eye to Garuda team, listen up. Aircraft that have already completed their operation objective are
Oh, this is gonna be juicy.
Call them in when you need backup. Sam destroyed.
Oh, really? It fell short of all of those? Come on now. I don't know if it launches all of them at the same time, or if the delay is just a visual effect. Like, if I do this, does that actually spread them over a wider area? Like moving while I'm launching? I guess it does work. Huh, so there's howitzers that are targets and others that aren't.
In gun range.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah, Ace Combat 6 was the first one with IG maneuvers. At least that the player could use. Now, who can tell me, pop quiz right here, what was the first game in Ace Combat series that had enemies that pulled super maneuvers?
The main enemy battalion has been destroyed. Thanks for that sweet air cover, boys.
Oh no.
Teamwork's a beautiful thing, Ed. This is Warlock. The main enemy forces are down.
I don't think you're gonna get away, just because I can't see you.
Enemy forces have been dealt a heavy blow. All planes, move into action against any forces still remaining.
Actually, good point. I would not know about the arcade games, but no, it was Ace Combat 2, because you had the enemy-only 237s would pull cobras, and that was the remnant of their attempt to actually implement those maneuvers in Ace Combat 2. They ran out of time to do it, and so left the 237 as enemy-only, but it was their intention to add it as a gameplay mechanic. And so you see them pull cobras all the time, like at the start of... I don't remember the name. Like the capital assault that's in St. Arc. Sunset's Glow? No, that's the music for that mission.
Watch out! The enemy
Kingpin, that's right. This guy's slippery. Come on. Hey boy, you keep doing that. I'm about this. Good. I'm about this because of pulling my whole allied support on you. Instead, I'm gonna do that on them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the visual... It's not just a visual effect, I'm pretty sure... At least from what I'm looking at, so long as my aircraft is dropping bomblets, visually, it is dropping them in the direction I'm flying. That's interesting, I need to remember that next time I use a tornado, which will probably be never. I tell you though, the first playthrough I did with the emulator, I wasn't just clearing everything because I must. I was clearing everything because I thought, I'll get more money and be able to unlock everything off the bat. And then I ended up with far more money that I could use, because money really is not an issue in this game.
This area has been cleared of enemy forces. Mission complete. Get back to base.
Looks like I won the bet.
Huh, I don't recall that, Lemmy. That's interesting.
One step closer to Gracemeria. Garita 1, I've got a hunch we'll be going home a lot sooner with you on board. I'm counting on you, Talisman.
Dawn is not a game. Dawn is a, what they call it? Animated air war. As far as I can tell, it's going to be
Thanks to your
a kind of
efforts, we have
voiced,
completed this mission successfully.
kind of voice visual novel with animations and soundtrack, well directed by Jose Pavli, the composer for Project Wingman.
And have retreated to Bartolomeo Fortress, which is located in the center of the island.
And it's going to be an audio-visual experience rather than a game.
Our forces are capable of. Soon, we'll be able to drive all Estavakian forces out of Keswick.
Yeah, I can't say I'm doing the best explanation of it because I don't know the name confuses me a bit. But I assume audio play implies it's a focus on audio with voice acting and music and with limited visuals. At least that's what I make of it. There's Dracon. RB did say that, which came a bit of a surprise for me.
The final remnant of Estavakian forces on this island is concentrated on
I have heard rumors of some changes to Merc modes,
the
but
enemy is mainly distributed
literally
throughout
nothing more than that,
this
just that one line.
area. Bartolomeo Fortress as its center of operations, providing
Which one is this? It's Bartolomeo. Shall use the Super Hornet here. I really want to like the Super Hornet in this game. It's so stable, but it's got literally nothing else going for it. I could deal with the low maneuverability, but it's so slow too. And the limited the game really limits your ammunition with some lower end planes though. I mean, just look at the difference between... You get literally twice as many XAGMs, well, for the people who use XAGMs, on the Strike Eagle than you do on the Hornet. I'm gonna be honest, if I was building an Ace Combat game, I would not limit ammunition by tier. I think that's a poor balanced decision. Okay, which just limits you from using lower end planes on higher missions, regardless of your skill level.
Tell us, which plane should I pick? How about my weapon? Are we ready to fly?
Garuda team, time to take off.
Yeah, that's true, White Phoenix, but I'll also say this. I am perfectly fine with the Hornet not having AMRAAMs if I know that will annoy some people who play DCS. Like, I haven't played this. I don't play that much DCS, but I've seen enough that... Hang on. People who load 10 AMRAAMs on their Hornets should end up like that. And it does look a bit silly when I read of all that and then see that the loadout in Ace Combat with AMRAAMs is kind of the same.
Use the Operation ID device when the battle gets too heavy. Your radar display can be toggled for each operation. Warlock Battalion is heading for the first checkpoint at a steady pace. Garuda team, back up the Warlock Battalion.
Don't get overconfident. That train's got some wicked firepower.
Don't let him get up the mountain.
Oh, they must have gotten the AA gun. Which is exactly why I didn't go for it in the first place. Man, for a game that has such strong allies, I really don't trust them, do I?
Watch out! They've got a lock on you from the ground! Shamrock's engaging!
Garuda 1, launch SOD.
I'm hit. Disengaging from combat zone. Mercy, mercy.
What do you mean almost? Hey PC. It is absolutely worth it. I mean, it's only the only person it's not worth it is for me, because I can deal with the triangles, but I don't think, but I can't make videos with them. At least not full playthroughs and stuff like that.
Missile struck target.
Oh, you thought? Oh, really? Game. I thought Ace Combat 6 didn't do that. I thought Ace Combat 6 let me destroy things even if they were no longer highlighted. There we go. Like, the funny thing is that here they're transparent. You can see the other side of the mountain. Which is kind of funny. Alright, I'm on expert. Let's not get too close to these armored trains. So, antennas are the only object in the game where the game doesn't cheat for you. Well, that and the cockpit of Ion on normal.
Watch out! They've got a lock on you from the ground!
Oh, I forgot to destroy the other bridge. Oh, damn.
Talisman is locked on. Warlock Battalion is a little over halfway to the objective point. Just a little longer. Warlock Battalion is approaching the second checkpoint now.
Force Battalion is under attack. Give them some backup.
I should probably save my SODs because I don't want to go back to resupply.
Warlock Battalion has arrived at the second checkpoint.
Okay, I should be able to get off somehow.
That was a waste of a missile. No, do I bother leaving them just these targets and trying to complete all three and go for quirks? No, let's not do that.
We've made it to the objective point. Mission accomplished. Thanks for the support.
Sorry, quirks. I'm not gonna bother you today.
Enemy electronic support aircraft sighted. Roger. Proceeding as planned.
Oh, it is buttery smooth.
Don't be afraid to request allied support.
I mean, Ace Combat 6 by itself already managed to be smooth, even at 30 frames per second. Somehow it never really bothered me that much, unlike in other games.
Garuda team, give Snake Pit some cover.
But of course, it's still a massive, massive improvement. Which is, I would say, worth everything you're trading for it.
Warlock's Battalion is heading for the second checkpoint at a steady pace. Missile strike target.
Now that you're here, PC, please tell me, when can I predict if shoots are going to be a one-shot or not? Because I never can.
Talisman, you have a bandit on your tail. Lock on. Shamrock, Fox 2.
See, like that.
Struck target.
Switching to infrared surveillance mode.
Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you!
Fox 2.
Oh, they're flying away. Whoops, I thought they were flying towards me.
Good one. You made short work of that one. Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you!
My canopy's been punctured. Air pressure dropping.
The mission is going as planned. We're about halfway to the objective.
Missile struck target.
Warlock's Battalion has lost half its forces. The situation is getting worse.
We're under heavy fire.
Oh, right, because Warlock. Warlock just gives you Warlock, you don't actually get any air support from it.
Rock's battalion has arrived at the second checkpoint.
He evaded my missile. Release the launch.
Watch out!
Ah, there we go. I was okay, I was just pulling air cover, but I didn't have anyone targeting me. AWACS does have a name, it's Ghost Eye.
Garuda 1 evaded the missile. Garuda 1 scored a kill.
Toss in a grenade. Come on, Miller. This is no time for cold feet.
What about our grenades? What? Why are they tossing grenades? They're doing tank combat down there.
How could that have missed? I've got a lock.
Missile closing in. Watch out for the short wing.
Missile struck target. Enemy elements have been shut down throughout mission airspace. Well done, Garuda team. All planes, move on to the enemy
Oh.
fortress.
Well, I wasn't gonna resupply, but so long as I'm already here.
Talisman, it's time to mop the floor.
Garuda
1, commence.
Anti-tank grenades in, what, 2015? Come on.
Garuda 1, you are cleared for...
I should have done the takeoff.
ESM is
Oh well.
active.
Oh, never mind, Shemmy's gonna get it. Thoughts on Battlefield 2042? Hyped. It's looking to be good. And even if it isn't, there'll be the portal thing. So that actually lets them take more risks, because even if it sucks, you got the classic modes to fall back on. And you got bot matches, which which means I can just play co-op, and that's really what I want out of a Battlefield game. It's the ability to play with my friends and do mad shit with them. Battlefield 3 is the most fun experience I've had with any game ever, and I want to replicate that so bad you can't even imagine it. Okay, that was... I could have gotten right there.
Missile struck target.
And then I hit him with 2 non-shoots. God, these triggers are random. And then VTech kicks in, because it does with these guys for some reason. Ah, I'm a moron. Oh well, he's gonna just fly straight as well. He does have Sam. I always give Shammy air to air. I'm not actually sure if that's better, but that's what I've always seen PC do, so that's what I do.
radar lock.
Target point. Commencing attack support. Tally Mill. Get away from me.
Enemy fortress threat level has been reduced. Garuda team, don't let your guard down. Enemy fortress threat level is even lower now. Maintain current level of engagement.
Now let's just keep that tunnel here so it keeps spawning enemies, and let's stay here another half hour, because that's how score runs work in this game for some godforsaken reason.
Sam kill confirmed.
Oh. That's what happens. Okay. It did arc towards the enemy, okay. I was looking at the chat when I fired that. I thought I was locked on a different target. Is that gonna hit the mountain? No, perfect.
Watch out!
How did that not get the rest of them? Oh well.
The enemy fortress has just about had it. Our ground unit almost has it under control.
Oh, that's a helicopter. And I think these are... No, they're not. I thought there were more helicopters. I thought that was like a cluster of choppers around here. Look, I once did that on Chandelier on easy. And then I was like 11th on the Xbox leaderboard, so I'm not doing that again.
SOD launched.
Oh, that was beautiful. Oh god, they 7 SOD. Why? Why is it like that?
Destroyed.
Why is it so bad?
We have radar lock on.
I did think I still have one top 10 in 360, not in Ragno Fortress. You know what? I think I'm gonna try doing max score run here as well. When we get there.
Under our control. Nice work, Garuda team.
Ash, my build is on my channel about page.
We have successfully retaken Bartolomeo Fortress.
Couldn't be higher till I don't know. Actually,
Emarian forces have regained complete control of Kesset Island.
I would kind of imagine not, because you don't actually see them hitting friendly tanks either. They just do like some kind of splash damage. But then there's also a bunch of projectiles in this game that don't do full damage. Stuff like the random missiles that get spawned from fixed targets, like the Tomcats at the start of Invasion of Gracemeria on Ace, that do less damage, or ADMM. So might be one of those, but I don't think they do. Oh, not now! Hang on, hang on. Give me a second here. Can you guys hear this? I'm not sure if it's coming through. So there's this stray cat that keeps coming to my window for food because he figured out that I do feed him. So he just sits there and meows until I feed him. Actually, I'm gonna put the ball out there.
If we don't act soon, they will be wiped out completely. Our bridgehead for disembarking troops on the mainland will be established at Rargam Beach, on the western tip of Ania. We're sending in units by air and sea. This is going to be a large-scale mission. So do this mission and a fleet of ships to attack the enemy from out at sea.
Yep, I have been tamed. So what operations do you guys want me to do here? We're going... starting to get into more complex missions where I can't just do everything, and rather put that to you guys. A bobcat in the backyard. And then the comment below, you should adopt him. Well, hopefully not the bobcat. And the plane here. See, I'm never... Because I don't have that much experience with this game, I never know if the F2 is supposed to be good or bad. And then when I fly it, I never get a good notion for it. Like, it's okay, but then it bleeds out so much energy. it's kind of weird. I'm never sure what to think of the F2. Yes, I am Portuguese. Sou Tuga, tão Tuga como tá no meu nome. FAEB the oil field. Well, a man has spoken. God, I do wish this map was a bit more compact, though, because that's going to be a lot of distance to fly. I'm gonna give you XAGMs.
Time to take off.
Take a look. It's the mainland.
Ghost Eye to all forces. We're about to start the landing operation.
This is Warlock Battalion. We'll be disembarking on the central coast to take over a stretch of land there.
See, this is what Emeria does best. Destroy its own infrastructure to deny it from the Emerians. Oh right, Chem is also an A10. That's not gonna work very well, is it?
Garuda team, your job is to eliminate any threats posed to our forces in each
Are the
of these
missile
combat
boats also
zones.
Pegasus class? I can't see them, they're a bit blurred. Let's see if I remembered my roots from Infinity here. Probably not. Yeah, the A10 feels powerful, but then again, every gun feels powerful, so...
Let's get this party started.
It's the good old case of nothing is overpowered if everything is overpowered.
Disembarkation complete. Thanks for your patience, Quads Battalion. Move, move, move! Advance forward and form a line!
I'd like to give a shout out to our brave armed forces fighting on our behalf. Here at America Independence Radio, we support you 110%.
I'm just gonna waste time going after this Tomcat. No, because I'll just manage to get a shoot.
Captain, there's a single
Eight.
tank out ahead of us. That's Sergeant McKnight. You bet it is.
A few times I went to this mission and cycled back to the oil rigs at the end and just saw the Marigold completely surrounded by enemy ships. Yeah, it is. It's
An enemy fleet is approaching from
well,
behind.
it's still better than the music used to be in this game, but that is noticeable, yeah. You know what? I'm gonna see what happens if I drop this on the...
Watch out, the enemy has a lock on you.
It just clears their weapons, as expected.
We've got an enemy fleet at close range. Don't be intimidated. Fire on those American dogs.
Enemy destroyer.
And they actually did more damage to the ships than I expected. Did the missiles worth, I think.
Bring out the fat lady. I've lost contact with Scoreboard.
I don't really have issues with the gamepad, but that's probably because I'm using a DualShock 4 through DS for Windows, and I think it emulates it as a 360 pad. So I mean, At that point, the computer just sees it as a 360 pad, and it would work off the bat with Xenia.
Enemy facility was destroyed.
God, I hope there's not a crane in the smoke. Oh, crap. Should get those, no?
We're taking enemy fire. It's no good, McBlade. We're gonna get
Ooh, yeah, that's a problem. I don't...
Hold on. Join up with the others.
They're not even damaged, so the ships aren't doing much to them. I've got a bunch installed. I've been trying out the Balanced Wingman mod, which I kinda like. It's a shame how a lot of other mods aren't compatible with the whole Project Sicario merge thing.
I've been screened. Who the hell did that?
I wish there were more model swaps. And if someone would complete the unfinished aircraft like the Su-47, but that's quite understandably a more involved effort than making a skin, for example. That said, I think a lot of modders in the Ace Combat and Project Wingman community do shy away from doing things like, I don't know, just straight up taking a model from Hawks and dropping it into Wingman. I don't even know if that's possible, but I feel like a lot of the modders that we have in the community just would refrain from that even if it were possible, and I find that a shame. I think we restrain ourselves too much.
Enemy facility was destroyed. Machine gun ammo running low.
Wait, really? Already out of gun ammo? Okay, right.
Struck target.
And I was a moron because I was so close to the resupply zone. Do I go and resupply the gun? Because I really don't want to be around without gun. Yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna just destroy the rest of the targets here. Ah, that's painful. And annoying. Damn it. Sorry about this, guys. I had not planned this properly. Yeah, see, that's my biggest problem coming into this game, especially from 7. I use the gun way... Was that actually an airburst or was that on the water? I use the gun... I abuse the gun way too much. And especially at range, because this gun is extremely powerful, but it doesn't do what the gun in 7 does, which is have a range as long as your missiles. So I start firing way before I'm actually in range. Oh yeah, I'm going to blow the hell out of the oil tanks. And yeah, absolutely agree. I mean, honestly, it's not even just the A10 that suffers from this. I used the Hornet in this mission, and the Hornet has a max speed of like 1700 kilometers per hour, which sucks, yeah. Hey, Tony. And yeah, Joseph, I would be flying that thing if I had DLC unlocked. What do I think of Hawks? It was fine. No better than that. But then again, I haven't played this in like 10 years, so... And I have not played Hawks 2. Like, everyone will say, well, you're not missing on anything. Probably not. But I would not know.
Fox 2. Missile struck target. Enemy facility was destroyed.
Shit! Missile launch!
Radar lock.
Most of the enemy fleet's been destroyed. We're about to mop up what's left.
Oh, right, these are pump stations. That's probably not gonna kill him. I stand corrected. Oh, and he's even got the smokestack this far out.
Garuda 1. Fox
I gotta be careful because these are XAGMs. XMs, rather.
That sand is history. Garuda 1, missile evaded.
Anti-aircraft gun taken out.
Like a base cannon.
Evasion successful. I got a lock.
Lock on.
Watch out! We got a lock on you from the ground. Damn, I hit, but it looks like I'm still in this one.
SAM destroyed.
Yeah, I think if I ever come back to this operation, I'm also going to use FAB. Because it is far more efficient than literally anything else. I think LNG ship, I think that stands for liquefied natural gas rather than long.
Missile launch.
Enemy facility was destroyed.
Not yet for ASM attacks. I think someone actually picked up the bounty to start working on it, but I don't think anything came of that. So I don't think that, no one's actually claimed that. Anyway, the kill feed is still coming.
This is Yellow Jacket. We'll be flying escort for the transport choppers. Special cargo unit moving to recapture airport. Garuda team, we need you to deal with anything on our way. Prepare for unserved fire.
Yeah, as far as like builds for Xenia DLC, I actually got to build a chill out for that, but because I'm a moron, I scheduled this stream too close to, well, when I could start it, so I've had no time to set things up.
Starting to take damage. Knock out some enemies for us. Wrong communications here. Over antennae are ruined. We're unable to provide any more support. I'm sorry to let it come to this. With everything we've got.
Oh, come on, I just got here. Those antennas do not last anything.
Destroy any anti-aircraft artillery you can find in the vicinity. Our allies have lost hope. We can't afford to lose any more men. Garuda team, please hurry.
Oh, what am I doing? FA being tanks, that's not gonna work.
I have him.
We're under attack by enemy fighters. Anti-aircraft guns, what are you doing? Keep fighting. Enemies don't go around. Hurry up and reload. Garuda team, cook them up for us. We can't let the Americans get any closer. Crush them all. It's about there. He's right on my tail.
Enemy tank has been destroyed.
I think that other tank that just blew up had been at the very edge of two different FAB explosions.
Launching missile. Missile struck target.
Fox 2.
That fires after our bunkers. Intensify our anti-aircraft defenses.
Is the Marigold gonna SAM these fighters behind me all the way from back there?
Looks like this will be an easy ride for our
Oh, that worked.
Missile struck target.
I've got a lock.
Launching missile.
Enemy chopper unit approaching. Open fire on them immediately. I don't want them dropping a single soldier on this turf. We made it to the airport. Enemy forces are keeping us from dropping in the soldiers. Eliminate forces in the airport vicinity and make it quick.
Enemy ground forces are almost completely destroyed. This mission is going smoothly.
Our unit battalion is demolished. The Americans are overwhelming us. We've taken control of the coast. We couldn't have done it without Garuda's cover.
That's a good question. Marigold or Emulator?
Detected on radar.
God damn it. Let me have a,
Landing unit at high speed. We can't let anything happen to
another sip of meat tea. I found this black tea with
This is kill or be killed.
lemon. It is awesome. Gameplay, yeah, it's Marigold is stronger. That said, the Emulator made is just as ballsy.
Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you! Commencing lock on.
Alexa, play Bunker Shot Part 2.
Check our remaining ammo. Vehicles are running low to protect us from behind.
lock on.
There's Oriole. Actually already unlocked its skin, but it's not gonna be because of that it's going to live.
It belongs to Estovakia now.
Roughly half of the enemy reinforcements have been wiped out.
Don't go about this alone. Combine forces and corner them.
Oh, that actually worked.
Going after enemy ships. Cover me.
Duh.
Almost in effective range.
Get him. Get right once more.
Box 2.
God, accuracy! I am not calling allied support for an ace. Come on. But I am calling it for everyone else. Oh no, it did tag him as well. Well. Whoops. That was not my intention.
Releasing FAE bomb. Radar lock.
Oh wait, what am I doing? There's also the Nimrods on detecting the Marigold.
Talisman. At this rate, we'll make it through. I've got a lock on. Fire.
Releasing FAE bomb.
Thank you, LB. I could do better, if I'm honest. I did that guide a few years ago, but I've been not too into the emulation scene since then. Mostly because at the time I managed to find a really good setup, but things have gotten a bit more murkier since then when it comes to PS2 emulation, and then other types there I'm not as knowledgeable about. I need to try and catch up. Smite them. go where my engine refuses to go.
Republic commencing attacks on board. Recapturing Bartolomeo.
Talisman? Almost got him.
We had so many soldiers. Take me off.
Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you!
Commencing attack support. Commander here. I got a visual ID on the target. Commencing attack. This is Blizzard. Backing up crew team.
No, I think that's gonna be it. Maybe. I see a lot of people targeting these Nimrods, but no one that's actually attacking them.
Missile struck target.
I think it's 1200? Yes, it is. The Nimrods were a specialized ocean patrol plane from the UK.
Talisman is locked on.
I think they had a bit of a complicated life where they were adopted and then unadopted.
No sign of
Very
the enemy
quickly.
on radar. They've been wiped out completely.
Oh, look,
Mission
listen to that noise though.
We're finally back on the mainland.
Not even, it's not even that good in the cockpit, but in HUD, oh, that's a sound.
Let's go home. Back to our loved ones.
Okay, so it's a nice place for the replay to start. Oh my god, what is happening to my voice? I'm 5 missions in. Yeah, that's not got nothing to do with strength.
Enemy forces on Rargum. We are finally.
I had
Again, yeah.
I should have thought more about the kind of people who would be traveling to Gracemeria.
Oh yeah, so now here's the plane I really want. It is the vehicle that I really want us to play in Ace Combat 6. The Fiat 500. Oh yeah, that's probably the Abarth version. Okay, now here I am going to try and get all operations at the same time because it is fun.
Talisman, which plane should I pick? How about my weaponry? Are we ready to fly with these planes? How about my weaponry? Are we ready to... Garuda team, time to take off.
Stage 4 turbo. That's a throwback.
Listen up. Our forces are completely surrounded over a wide area. We've got 6 sectors of operation.
I'm sure some people still play it, but not me. I haven't played like
Each area. You better move. Our forces
spring, summer 2017.
That's right. Our ground unit is on its last legs trying to keep them covered. Return to base if you need supplies. No use fighting on an empty stomach.
Good job, Shammy.
Garuda 1, bombs away.
See if I remember not to spend too much time going after these greens. Because they're right here. And they must all die. God, this thing does not offer. Right. Which of these are tanks? Your tanks. Your tanks.
Enemy tank destroyed. Missile strike confirmed.
Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you!
I lost control! I lost control!
You can probably manage with those 4.
ESM is active.
Step aside, I can't afford to lay
Garuda 2 launched missile.
Operation B. I know this one is fairly short.
Requesting response from all aircraft who could head to the airport.
Yeah, look at that. That's not a lot. Yeah, this is literally just a radar, isn't it?
This is Barracuda, Armored Battalion. Can you read me? Requesting support.
The enemy radar vehicles seem to be providing ESM.
No, it's tanks as well. Okay.
Enemy radar vehicle destroyed. Knock down their defenses.
Right, Charlie. Now I'm a bit scared because the last time I played this mission I did not even spot the power lines. And if I can't spot the power lines, that means I can crash into them. This is not a case of out of sight, out of mind.
Are there any fighters available to cover Barracuda Battalion?
The Stovies are after our runway.
Ah, too much Project Wingman switching weapons with the D-pad. Ah, that's plenty good enough. I don't think the gun train ever despawns, does it? Right.
Garuda team, back up Gavial Tank Battalion.
Now this mission I do want to complete.
We've lost about 60% of our forces. The enemy's on track to take over that runway.
Requesting additional runway defenses. Anyone, swat down those Stovey bastards.
Oh, they left. I didn't leave enough targets.
What about us? Oh yeah, you guys.
It's always a fun challenge, and unlike other missions with multiple operations, the operations are so close that it's not actually a pain to try and get all of them. I wonder if that's the stray that's behind me. No, there's some greens around here. Ooh, that'll get him.
Down to 30% of their forces.
This is Grizzly Tank Battalion. Help us out. They're blasting the hell out of us.
Let's take on enemy forces at the rear. Grizzly Battalion's gotta make it back to the city.
So there's only one left. Now, how do I want to play this?
Finish them off.
Which one has more leftover units?
30%. Just a
Let's
little
do
more,
that.
Garuda team. Enemy threat level down. Keep it up, Garuda team.
Protect that runway at all costs. All planes, this is my cover.
Roger that. You can count on me.
Ah, you missed!
Take off. Garuda team, you never fail to impress. I'm gonna pick you up again soon. Tell the Spender I'm taking you out for a cool run.
Hang on, what targets are left for the F? No, that's train. Come on. Before they retreat. Oh, okay, so they...
I'm a lot better at chasing than being chased.
I guess tanks don't despawn. No. In the end, I only did get 3 operations. I could have sworn that, like, you can still get the bonus for completing operations if you already completed others. But I guess I didn't get credit for Foxtrot, even though there were no targets left. Yeah, that's why I didn't really go after them.
Almost in effective range. How could that have missed?
Nope. Oh, you're done. You're done. Done!
Kill.
Remember the fallen. No. It is. You just can't see it because there's so many clouds. But that post-processing thing, that happens when you double the drawing resolution. You can see it even at base resolution. In just the clouds themselves, you see a lot of pixelation around their edges.
Weapon impact confirmed. Armored vehicle destroyed.
Missile struck target.
We have radar lock on. Fox 2.
Huh, they turn into... So, they actually changed the unit type. That's interesting.
Lock on.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Oh, yeah, Citra is... Yeah, I'm just dragging my feet on the 3DS emulator. Like, I should have done long ago. I can probably run it with no issues whatsoever, probably do a full playthrough without any issues whatsoever, but I've just been dragging my feet on that. It's not even the only 3DS game that I want to play even. I want to set it up so I can play the Fire Emblem games.
Fox 3.
Bombs away.
Right, go forth. And delete.
Anti-aircraft artillery destroyed. The threat level for remaining Estavakian forces is down to about 60%. The threat level for remaining Estavakian forces is about 40%.
Oh, I haven't changed it. Okay, yeah, I need to change that then. Yeah, I am not running this on a CPU, a locked CPU from 2013, that's for sure. And yet that's the CPU I had on my computer for pretty much every single video I've made on my channel.
Careful now. The enemy has you on radar.
I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the very first time that I not only stream but display myself showing playing Ace Combat 6 ever to anyone. Thinking of it, I actually could have done it before because I actually got the Dazzle capture card that Positron used for years and years on his channel before he got something much better. But I don't actually have the cables for it.
I could have danced a few more numbers. I'm still dancing here. Go ahead and leave without me.
In any case, it's not 2004 anymore.
But I guess we should be getting back.
All planes, listen up.
Actually, I'm not sure if I still have that house. I cleaned my room
Our besieged
a while
unit is
back,
now
and
free. Enemy forces
okay, I
have
should not
been
admit this, but I may have thrown it out. I don't actually remember.
Now that our unit is boosted, we now have an open path to Gracemeria. All pilots.
And yeah, I upgraded the CPU in basically New Year's Eve, really. That's when I got the shipment. But I haven't done much with it since, other than just playing random things. Alright, so the basic bitch in me would just pick the F-14, which is what everyone picks for this. It's a high-speed rating. Hey, look who's also got a high-speed rating, the Typhoon. It must be a very, very fast aircraft. Isn't it, PC? Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, I suppose.
Talisman, which plane should I pick? How about my weaponry? Are we ready to fly with these planes?
Garuda team, time to take off.
XLA's instincts are different from any other instance in the game. They're not like XMAAs. When you launch them, think of them like LAMs, in that they do their best work at ultra long range, but they're even more extreme than the LAMs. Like the XLAAs in 6 are completely useless for like half their range. But if you target someone at their max range, they're pretty damn effective.
The Stogies are on their way. They're not stupid, you know.
Headwaters here with some great news. Word has it that our angels in your cassette have
Yeah, look at the pixelation around the missile trails. That's the post-processing effect that's being exaggerated when
Exactly what we plan to do. All planes.
we increase the resolution.
We can hardly see a thing. We've got mountains right below us. Watch your altitude, Talisman.
Now let's see if I don't use all my SAMs before the final phase. Yeah, I had Shemi launch all of XLAs and they all missed. There's some people in multiplayer who just circle around the edge of the map and fire XMAAs in. I know that tactic was also done in Assault Horizon, but it was annoyingly effective here. Not that I've played much multiplayer for 6, but I played enough to know.
Enemy down.
Oh! That almost ended pretty badly.
Missile evaded.
Good job, Shemi.
I'll lure the escorts away. The captain will go over there with electronic support aircraft.
Yeah, but I don't think lambs were nearly as bad or as unfriendly, really.
Strike confirmed.
I think they were far better for PvE than XLAAs were, and weren't as annoying for PvP.
Radar lock. Box 2. Target hit.
I got the SM, so I can actually use some non-shoot missiles. I assume he's gonna take 2. God, that's kind of disrespectful. I'm disoriented. What direction is he going in?
Enemy kill confirmed.
Oh, I didn't know that about XLAs.
Careful now. The enemy has you on radar.
Hang on, what am I doing? I'm sorry, slightly distracted here.
Careful now. The enemy has you on radar.
Liberation of Gracemeria. I mean, it's
Target hit.
it's you can make a lot of arguments for Ace Combat 6's soundtrack being more ambient than others, and which track fits better at that, but at the top it's pretty uncontested. In fact, I think it might be the easiest game to answer that question for.
Enemy formation after our forces confirmed down. Guerrilla team, we appreciate the cover.
Does anyone remember how many operations you need to complete this mission? Is it 2 or 3?
I think I just bagged a jammer. Our signal jamming just got weaker. Right on! Shoot down all the jammers!
Second jammer down.
Got aircraft coming on our radar. Coming in high and fast. A supersonic bomber. They seem to be on course to Class Battalion. Intercept those aircraft before they get in close. The radar's not too old. Take out the rest just like that.
So I may as well finish the
Units have a new special weapon? Damn it, I got an enemy on my tail.
jammers here.
Went off target. Nice work,
No need to leave one alive because then I'd have to wait for the Valkyries.
situation normal.
Actually, no. Let's go for the northern ones first.
Third jammer down.
Already shake me off. Fox 2. Enemy aircraft on radar. Look out, missiles closing in.
Fourth jammer down.
Switch fried.
Garuda 1, ESM is active.
Well, hang on. Where are you going, mate? Actually, let's do this.
Enemy plane down.
There we go.
A second wave of enemy bombers has penetrated our airspace. This weapon's on course for Class Battalion 2.
And yeah, I don't think I need to comment on that. That is YouTube in a nutshell. But at the very least, it is an extremely enjoyable video.
Missile fired. Activate guidance. Fifth jammer down.
My radar's all clear. Seems like those jammers are down. Quite a feat under those conditions. This is Guy Kid. Target acquired. All enemy planes are going down right here, right now. Red Baron, roger. Visibility's terrible. Watch your altitude.
We have radar lock on.
No, it ain't Garuda. The enemy is focusing its attacks on us. Requesting an intercept.
Yes, it's me.
I've got a new aircraft on radar. This must be a wave of attacks aimed at Warlock Battalion.
Don't get yourself shot down before I get there.
Wonder if can you swing it out? Can you swing around that? Yes, it can. Neat. Oh, and I only need one, so I wasted one earlier.
Third wave of enemy bombers has penetrated the airspace. Don't these guys ever quit? All tanks, spread yourselves out and they'll take us all out at once. Tell all tanks Garuda's coming.
Scrubbing the top right. I think that's just that's one of the big one is just the spawn point. It's not, there's no actual enemy there, and the smaller one is the XB-70 that's on the way.
Another one. New aircraft detected. Approaching Warlock Battalion at high speed.
There's some coming. All planes hurry. Don't let them get near Warlock Battalion. Intercept enemy escort planes. Flying in high speed to reach target.
Object 640. Actually, no, it's not. It's the T-95 Black Eagle.
Fox 2.
I don't think that's the same as the 640. But correct me if I'm wrong. I really like the 640 though. I used to play Armored Warfare because bad ideas in general. And I really wish I wasn't gonna buy that shit. But I'm not gonna pay $150 for a tank, but I really wish I did because I love the T-80 line and how turbine tanks play. Where is the? There you are. Even though I know it actually is nothing special. Ooh, I might yet complete all three of them. Come on, where's? Come on, fast, fast. Ah, not in time. I wasn't fast enough.
The enemy's starting to back off.
Well, they won't get far. The chase is on.
And because I was so far south, I'm far from the clusters of F-14s.
I've got something on radar. That's odd. Multiple small objects flying at slow speed through the airspace.
Kinda. I really like the light tanks in general, and the yellow one.
All planes break. What?
Missiles hit at 3 o'clock. All aircraft stay sharp. Look out!
Those are the same missiles used to wipe out Gracemeria. All planes, cancel offensive and retreat. Garuda team, escort our planes.
I lose all allied attack after... No, not yet. Okay, so I can still use it now.
Their missiles
Good.
are being guided by observation planes. Shoot them down and the attacks will subside. Each missile
And then there's these guys that just turn
shows up on radar.
endlessly.
The observation plane should be located right in the center of that range. Garuda team, shoot down those observation planes. You've got to hold out until all our forces have been safely evacuated.
Okay, I see him. Initiating attack. This is Blizzard. Backing up Garuda team.
Ooh, I got 3 Hornets.
We're starting to pull back too.
4. Oh no.
10 observation craft.
Oh, they actually got him? Okay.
These guys are unmanned.
I guess that's when he went stationary.
Range of impact confirmed on radar. The observation plane must be right in there.
Oh no. Whoops. That's a good question.
Observation.
Well, 2 things. First, the game is still at 720 technically, internal resolution. But also,
Their missiles are being guided by observation planes.
I completely forgot about that and haven't messed with my stream settings.
On radar. The observation plane should be located right in the center of that range. Garuda team, shoot down those observation planes. You've got to hold out until all our forces have been safely evacuated. Garuda 1 destroyed the target.
We're starting to pull back too.
Like 1080p 60 streaming still does not sound normal or possible for me, but it probably is. Come to think of it. Then again, I did see that I was dropping a few frames on OBS, so as is. So I need to look that up. I actually think there's something up with my my RAM at the moment, so I'm not getting all the performance I could get out of my computer right now. I need to look up what's the problem, what's the real problem with that. It's annoying me that I am getting some with SIMs, but the ones I'm getting I could probably get with standard missiles too. Like this one that's about to go stationary.
About half the observation planes have been destroyed. Keep your guard up.
Or that one that currently is. And I didn't get shoot for some reason? Oh, it didn't matter.
Destroyed the target. 5 observation craft remaining. Radar lock.
Don't stop, you idiot! You wanna die?
4 observation craft remaining.
Ghost Eye, are those planes evacuated yet?
Not yet. Evacuation's still not complete. Special weapons running low.
Come on.
3 observation craft remaining.
If only we could have shot up down at Gracemeria.
Funny you should say that, Shammy. The drones actually are there.
Observation craft remaining.
And you actually can hit them, I think, but not destroy them. They're stationary inside the explosions.
Special weapons used.
I'm a moron. Why did I use the second sound?
Just 1 observation craft remaining.
Well, if he
Garuda 1
keeps
launched
still,
missile.
which of course he will not. You got what you deserve.
All operation planes are down. Well done, Garuda team.
I guess we managed to pull it off. We've got to do something about those missiles. Or there won't
What's
be
funny to me is that
Gracemeria
those are
to
just
go
like dinky observation drones with propellers. I think they're the same drone that shows at the start of Ace Combat 7 in the cutscene. The one that Averill calls trash can with wings.
Through the peaks of Solemna with only minimal damage. But our unit, we're doing all. Wait for the order to.
There he goes, fast. No, actually, let this one run. I want to see how it looks when they're going through the fields.
Going to so many checkpoints. I don't know what we would have done.
Oh no! Oh no, that's not good. Oh god, the audio glitched out. Yeah, I'm not gonna put you guys through this. Come on.
Then, small unmanned aerial vehicles are all. We have collected missile and small unmanned aerial.
Right, now here I do have a bit more variety. So what have I used so far? I've used pretty much everything above the F-14, right? Oh no. Oh no. Ah, screw it. Could be worse. There's far worse missions
Which plane should I pick?
for the
How
Nighthawk.
about my weaponry? Are we ready to... Garuda team, time to take off.
Let me. That's a coincidence.
Seize San Loma along with its military base and use that as a base of operations for attacking the enemy's heavy command cruiser.
Wipe out all enemies along the northwest route on your way to San Loma.
That was a random pick, by the way. I did not pick that because you chose Lammy. It's just hilarious that it landed on the Nighthawk.
San Loma's got some pretty tough defenses. Going in alone would be much too risky.
Hammerhead actually hit the targets? Because it feels like they don't. Like I just see explosions on the ground and enemies around them not taking damage. Hang on. I'm running out of battery for my phone, but I need to set it up in a way that I can see the second screen, which I do not have. Just a sec. Nope, nope, that's not gonna. Come on. Trying to squeeze the phone between my monitor stands and putting the cable through the stand so that it stays over my screen. And I can see the chat. Yeah, there we go. This will work. I should take a picture of this. It's on top of my screen a bit, but that's fine. Honestly, this isn't too bad.
Enemy reinforcements are on their way. It's a heavily armed LCAC.
I certainly don't suffer using the Nighthawk as I do using certain other planes in certain other games, like the F1 in Zero when trying to solve an X.
Anti-aircraft gun destroyed.
The right thing is taking a hit. We've got a fire on port side. Block 6. Get out the extinguishers. Our fleet's been damaged. They need additional support. Blizzard, roger. Enemy facility was destroyed.
Garuda 1 launched missile.
Oh, hang on, this is a mistake. I can't actually see my gunpiper if they evade harsh. Nah, stop being a moron. I was waiting for them to drop the tank so it can get the extra score, but who the hell cares about that?
Target hit.
And the overcraft are here, but they're not disembarked.
Fleet's taking too much
Okay.
damage. Don't let them take any more hits.
Oh, right.
All enemy LCAC
Keep forgetting,
are
in this
destroyed.
mission the fleet is very, very fragile. And it either wins fast or it loses fast.
We have radar lock on.
Okay, I'm on backup.
Enemy air defense network has been disabled. Our bombers can get through now. Great work, Garuda team.
San Loman's right over there. Don't get shot down after getting this far.
It's a bird emblem. We've got a chance with those guys watching over us up there.
What are you talking about?
They've got the enemy wrapped up in turmoil right now.
Unmanned observation planes confirmed on radar. Be on alert for enemy cruise missiles.
What do you want us to do? Shoot down the observation planes or cover our allies?
Both. If you can shoot down the unmanned observation planes, that'll minimize the damage to our forces.
Look out for anti-ship missiles.
First wave of enemy cruise missiles incoming. Point of impact is showing up on radar. Stay clear of that area.
Flagship Marigold to Garuda team. We need you to take out that enemy fleet offshore and shoot down those escort planes.
Those Slovakian escort planes are loaded up with anti-ship missiles.
The problem is that if I say wanted to get all three operations here,
Struck target.
I can't balance it, not in this mission, because they'll get defeated very fast if I'm not here. But if let's say, now they would win the mission on their own and fairly fast if I wasn't. You just can't balance it. At least as far as I can recall.
Hey, where the hell did our forces go? We can't survive out here without them. Enemy forces have been reduced.
They didn't specify, I don't think, but it's almost certainly aircraft.
Garuda 1.
They are
is active.
most certainly not putting the effort to create missions at this stage.
Talisman is locked on.
I've got enemy forces on radar. Hardly any, but they're there. Don't hold back. Kill all the invaders.
Target hit.
I'll take care of this one. This is Sky Kid. Attack request, Roger. I have the enemy on radar. Commencing attack.
Enemy forces have
Like,
radar.
if you're hoping for missions, I would say maybe, and that's a big maybe, some sandbox missions.
Planes are destroyed.
Like, just
Shift forces to the San Loma takeover operation.
a mission without story, just stuff like emergency air raids, which would be cool and take a lot less work than conventional story missions.
Those Scovies are occupied with the sky. Now's our chance to break through. You're nuts. I don't care anymore.
The Neverland is taken ahead. Flagship Marigold to all ships. Spread out to evade enemy attacks. Flagship Marigold. We will now focus on supporting you.
Initiating attack. Sergeant, ignite your too far out front.
I suppose using unused assets would be a way, but
I'm afraid the radio's acting up here. Testing.
just somehow doubtful, is what I'm saying.
Flagship Marigold on attack. Heading over to provide support. Don't rely only on our nemesis. Expect a toy zone.
If I can get this one. There we go.
Enemy facility taken out. We have radar lock on.
Lock on.
Talisman, you're the key player on this mission. Don't get shot down.
Enemy tank has been destroyed.
Oh, there's the ace.
Enemy plane in gun range. All targets are almost destroyed. Garuda 1, take care of what's left.
Talisman?
XI. I've never played XI. I've actually looked into maybe try and emulate it, but I've simply found that pretty much every iOS emulator is a scam. There is no such thing. Damn, where are you going? That said, it's been a long time since I've looked that up, so things might have changed, maybe? I don't know. Can't say it's one of my highest priorities. If I want to make you guys suffer with terrible Ace Combat games, I'll just put a full playthrough Ace Combat Advance. And I just might, honestly. I've been planning on doing that for years, but it's just... I feel I need to put that in the middle of another playthrough. Like, I can't just do my main content with Ace Combat Advance. I need to dilute it in something actually good. And this thing really does not bleed a lot of speed in IG. There are ways to do it, Sylvant. I haven't been able to set it up on time for this stream, but it can be done. Okay, this is just getting annoying. Sorry, but if you're gonna do Bartolomeo Strigan things, then yeah. Actually, I don't think he's dead yet.
Talisman is locked on. Launching missile. Enemy tank has been destroyed.
Oof, I'm just at the edge. What? How did I miss? Did they actually get Rusalka? I'm not 100% sure they did. Oh, I guess I can see it, so. Oh no, they didn't. Oh no, okay, this is a different plane.
All targets are confirmed destroyed. We have taken over the city of San Loma.
Let's go out for a few when we get back. Drinks are on me tonight.
Talisman, we just took control of our airport from the Estavakians.
Yeah, I never flew the PJF-16, for example. I really wish I did.
Excellent job.
Mission accomplished. We have Cavalio will be our
You say
base
rip,
of
but
operations, conquering the enemy's heavy command.
I know that there's efforts for people to set up
The enemy's cruise missile system
private
cannot be
servers for it.
stopped unless the
Not
heavy
publicly
command
accessible,
is
but
destroyed
just
first. Every minute counts for us here.
just fooling the
Wait
game
for
into
your next
thinking
order
it's on a
concerning
server.
this operation.
but that's still very much in progress.
This is an order of deployment. We've the head.
Alright, let's not use the Su-33 here. It's too obvious. No, absolutely not. Infinity was left as was. It didn't even come close to anything like a resolution. We've already used A10, and in fact, I was thinking of not using air-to-ground weapons here. Just to... because that's just too obvious here. Yeah, I think I'll do that. What the Strigan paint? Hang on. Nah, I'm gonna do that now.
Talisman, which plane should I pick? Talisman, which plane should I pick?
No, I'm gonna use Clamps.
Talisman, how about my weapon? Are we ready to fly? Garuda team, time to take off.
I believe it did, yeah.
The Heavy Command Cruiser's radar capabilities temporarily falter whenever it's refueling in midair.
Oh god, the double drums.
A lot of good agents lost their lives getting us this intel.
That actually kind of works, though.
Approach the enemy at current course. Initiate an attack immediately after you've made it into the combat zone. Garuda 2, roger. Let's go.
Was it Ace Combat 6 that had an optimal altitude for the max speed of each aircraft? It was either 6 or Joint Assault. I think it was Joint Assault that did that. Because I'm never sure here, when I'm approaching the eye guy in here, if I should fly higher and catch some more speed and then dive down, and if that's faster than just going straight or not. Shammy, I told you to attack the tankers.
Got a runt on the move. Looks like it's for air support.
Yeah, a runt. A giant aircraft on its own, but it's a runt. Come on.
Target down.
There we go.
Keep on that pressure and they'll break soon.
Move out of the way! I can't believe I'm actually going to do this. Oh god, did you see what Jenny just did? He just launched a volley of XMAs and they caught that Strigan by accident. Oh, they actually have spawn protection, or... No, they don't, okay. I feel a bit cheap, but, well, Strigan are cheap too, so...
Talisman, keep the pressure on. Just a little further now.
Oh, damn.
Looks like you took a hit on your tail. You okay?
Let's do that. I hope one allied support doesn't trivialize it too much. I just want to remind them that my allies exist. Ouch. Flat gun. Oh, now you do that, Shimmy, okay.
Missile struck target. Looking good. We've got a runt on the move. Looks like it's for air support. There are enemy aircraft providing ESM. You'll be in a world of hurt if you let them go.
How did they get intelligence on the egg and not realize that it's an aircraft carrier as well? I mean, or just by looking at it.
In gun range.
Ah, damn. Thought I had more speed than that.
Talisman is locked on. Missile struck target. Nice kill. Enemy plane acquired. Keep calm. Anticipate the enemy's coordinated patterns.
Oh, I was sitting duck. Come on, I suck. Man, these hitboxes are a bit weird. Oh no, not that high. Yeah, thank you, Stall.
Keep an eye on your 6 o'clock.
Plane stalling just to warn me, don't go that high.
Watch out for that missile, Garuda 1. We have radar lock on. Launching missile. Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you!
No, don't.
Talisman's gone down!
Okay, it just had to turn right then. It started turning right there and then.
Garuda team, engage! Garuda 2, engaging! Windhover engaging!
That thing slapped me with the wing, purposefully. That was an offensive maneuver.
Enemy plane down. We've got a runt on the move. Looks like it's for air support. There are enemy aircraft providing ESM. You'll be in a world of hurt if you let them go.
Yeah, I can't go too close for it when it starts pulling these maneuvers, otherwise I'm at risk of being slapped out of the sky. Okay, I deserve that one. I deserve that one. That is 100% deserved. Okay, no more shenanigans, come on. Yeah, that was my fault for trying to spawn kill the Stragons.
Looks like it's for air support.
The game's way of telling me don't do that. Come on.
There are enemy aircraft providing ESM. You'll be in a world of hurt if you let them go.
Call enemy fire away from the Igalia. Press the assault. The guy just isn't gonna go down so easy. Second team ready for takeoff. I'm taking off. Move out of the way.
And it's especially not worth it. I'm just going for the cockpit since they no longer do anything at this stage.
Aerial battleship number 1 down. It's going down.
Keep calm. Anticipate the enemy's coordinated patterns. Stricken 5 hit. Withdrawing from combat.
Missile struck target.
Oh, okay, so they do have some spawn protection. Just until they turn.
Launching missile. We have radar lock on. How could that have missed? Target down. Keep on that pressure and they'll break soon.
Almost got slapped again.
Talisman, keep the pressure on. Just a little further now.
Oh, he's flying between the bullets. Right, going too far and too high.
Missile missed. Garuda 1, missile launch. Keep an eye on your 6 o'clock. Lock on. Aim for the cockpit. The bastard's going down.
Oh! What did I just say? Oh, oh god, 91.
Thrust is down. I've lost all control. Feel better on your tail. You're getting from both sides, Fox 2. I missed. Careful now. The enemy has you on radar.
Number 2 electronic support system down. All right, that's what I like to see. Critical hit to the aerial battleship. Enemy destroyed. Enemy destroyed.
Yeah, I'm just gonna abuse allied attack now that I'm at such low health.
Roger. Heading over in support role.
Oh, right, I need to get these from the front.
Back here. Confirm support target. Strag on 3 here. My enemy's struck hard. Now stop bailing out. The striking team was wiped out? This can't be true. Fox 2. Did I hit it? Yeah. Damage on the command craft.
Garuda team, keep attacking.
Allied attack here just because it gets boring with these. They say gun ports are open, but then only engines are visible here in this stage. Right. I forgot those are still there. Even if you can target them.
Garuda team, keep attacking. Garuda team, engage.
Garuda 2, engaging. Wind hover engaging. Skycat engaging. Avalanche engaging. All planes assume attack formation. Striking team scramble. We're under attack. Locked in. Radar output is decreased. Holding in to cover the area. Back to Scoreboard.
We've got a runt on the roof. Looks like it's for air support. There are enemy aircraft providing ESF. You'll be in a world of hurt if you let them go. Target down. Keep on that pressure and they'll break soon.
All enemy fire away from the Argonion. Second team ready for takeoff. I'm taking off. Move out of the way. Striking 4, launching. Striking 6, launching. The hell is that? They're launching fighters off that huge ship.
Talisman, it's the Reaper's emblem. Let's pay him back once and for all.
Enough to launch an attack on the Avengers. Keep calm. Anticipate the enemy and coordinate guide them. Requesting support.
Talisman, keep the pressure on. Just a little further now.
My luck's worked out.
Nice kill, Talisman.
Striking 5 hit. I'm drawing for combat. Let's just get this over with. I'll take care of the 2 planes around the big one.
Sucks for you, mate. I'm being targeted and the allied cover doesn't do anything? Come on. Oh, but it did something in spirit. It didn't let me trigger it.
Aim for the cockpit. The bastard's going down.
But they did kill the AA gun regardless. That's kind of funny.
Aerial battleship number 1 down. It's going down. Careful now. The enemy has you on radar.
Well, I'll take that as high praise from you.
Number 2 electronic support system down. All right, that's what I like to see.
How many times have I stalled already? Nah, but I'm kind of regretting not taking RCLs now, because the whole point of not taking them was not for it not to be too difficult for me, it was for it not to be too boring for you. But instead I'm spending half an hour in this mission, which is worse than trivializing it. Oh really? Come on. There's like QAMs and they can't... There we go. And of course those KC-10s are just gonna fly around there taunting me for having let them live this time. Yeah. You're not catching me like that this time. I say, as I nearly get caught. Is the S rank time based? I have no idea. Thanks, convenient flap. Actually, since that flap is right over the engine, does that count as thrust vectoring? Oh no! Right, those do reduce damage. I suppose that's the reason why. Because they can be such bullshit. What? What the hell? They had literally just spawned, hadn't they? Okay, I'm just gonna spam allied support now. Wait, were those gun ports? I thought that was a SAM. Here comes Xenia, bitch. And all these only do 4 damage, okay. Consistency. Mess with me, you mess with them, all of them area. Whoa!
Careful now. The enemy has you on radar. Missile missed.
I'll take care of the 2 planes around the big one. Keep right, quick!
Talisman is locked on.
The hell with it. We're just trying to get this one done here anyway.
Almost in effective range.
Is Lanner part of Windhover? I thought they were like technically separate squadrons. But like they were grouped, but not actually in the same squadron. But I guess it makes sense because, well, you don't see Blizzard and Serac either. Yeah, I know she does. But I thought they were like squadron groupings where you had Windhover, but then Lanner and the other F-16. Because then it's a bit strange that Windhover 1, I suppose, doesn't have a call sign of his own. Saker, yeah, that's the one. After the Saker Falcon.
All engine units destroyed.
The heavy command cruiser's taking a major blow. Garuda team, you almost got her.
That's for the trouble your creation gave me.
Try attacking its intersection from the front.
Finish it off, Talisman. You're the man. I've got a lock.
Missile evaded.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. It's just strange that the leader of Windhover then doesn't have his own call sign. Windhover, not Windhover. That's a very different thing.
Missile strike confirmed.
Well, I guess that one gun is going to die.
Fire, fire.
What? I thought I got one of the AA guns. Oh well. No. Oof, just in time.
Excellent work. Now
At
it's
least I had checkmate by then, but...
Garuda team, engage.
Good job. The Igaion and its air unit have been destroyed. The cruise missiles aimed at Emeria have also been... This was a huge
Yeah,
victory
and
for
the
our Garuda
by the way,
team.
the audio breaking
You
only
were
happens
right.
in
You're free to do what
cutscenes
you want.
and in the music. So, say if you just want to play with different music, there'll be no problem whatsoever. Is that a G36? I thought that was a G36. In that guard, and now the guard disappeared. Okay.
East of central Ania lies Ragno Fortress.
But there is also... Actually, I don't know. I was going to say there's a way to fix the BMG, but I'm not entirely sure if that is accurate. Okay. I Here's the thing, guys. I've got a bit of a change of plans, so I don't have all the time that I thought I did. So I'm just gonna do this mission and stop here for today. But to compensate for that, I'm gonna try and do a max score run on this one. Do the same thing that I did to get on the leaderboard in the 360. I'm trying to recall if I did it with the Strike Eagle. Oh, Ritty Burkut. Actually, not sure. But because the Burkut is so... or because the Strike Eagle is so iconic here and used everywhere. Huh, OBS has plugins for that. I've been trying other hardware solutions for that, but...
Talisman, which plane should I pick?
Let's try it with the Su-47.
Are we ready to fly with... How about my weaponry? Are we ready to fly with these planes? How about my weapon? Are we ready? Garuda team, time to take off.
And then I'm a moron. I spawn on... I use the spawn that's further back. Like a few meters from the other one. We have one flanker and that's frankly plenty good enough.
Don't listen to civilian airwaves during missions. Today's objective is to recapture Ragno Fortress.
Warlock Battalion is on its way to Ragno Fortress. Our plan is straight for the center. This is Windhover. We're prepared to knock out their substations and supply routes on the water to cripple their forces. This is Yellowjack.
See, I would have already respawned if I restarted if I wasn't playing on stream.
If we can pull this off, Estovacia won't have any trump cards left to play. Use everything you've got. Once we get over this canyon, Gracemeria's straight ahead. We gotta win this, Talisman.
This is Warlock Battalion. We've got the fortress in sight. Take out any enemy tanks on our path. We've got an enemy chopper close. We're gonna get flanked. I didn't even hear him coming. Get our anti-air guns ready. Roger, we're going in.
Bombs away.
No, this is not the right route.
Destroyed.
I need to remember what was the optimal route to do this. Don't tie G next to the ground, that's a bad idea. Unhealthy.
Garuda 1, ESM is active. Enemy chopper down.
Can I... Ah, come on. Oh, come on. You know I gotta do this. Just accept your fate. Oh, that works too. Okay.
Okay.
See you later.
Shamrock, roger that. I'm on the attack. In gun range.
That was a weird
ESM
merge.
for Garuda 1. Lock on. You don't waste any time. Nice kill. Self-propelled artillery is being sent out from enemy posts to the north and south. They are approaching Warlock Battalion.
All tanks advance. Keep moving ahead.
More self-propelled artillery is being sent out from the enemy posts. Exact number unknown.
Damn it! Do these things not have enlarged hitboxes? Like other targets? It feels like they don't.
Enemy kill confirmed.
Okay, still with me.
Oh, did I get the crane? I hope we got the crane. I like how it locks me from turning my camera around while I'm in the tunnel. Where is the... There it is. Oh, you're all in a line.
Target.
Rub it up, thanks for the grub.
Watch out! They've got a lock on you from the ground!
Fire in the wings! Captain, some of their forces are withdrawn. Let's break in through that hole! Hold on. If we break into a place like that, we'll get ambushed.
Sam kill confirmed. Launching missile.
Sorry if I'm not replying a bit, I'm kind of
Careful now.
focused, and as I've said before, not with an optimal setup to look at gameplay and chat at the same time. Like I could see the A again through the triangle, but it would not actually hit. That they do have hit boxes. The terrain, you'll crash into that just fine.
Target hit.
Watch out, I'm gonna break hard.
God, I do not know how to fly this thing properly. It is so unstable.
I'll take care of this one.
Lock on. Enemy facility taken out.
Hey, no bully, Warlock.
Our fire support has stopped. We're out of reinforcements. Also, our held artillery has been dispatched. Our vehicle storage is completely empty.
Yeah, any other plane would have died from that.
Garuda 1, Fox 2.
Just not these things, because they small.
Missile struck target. Ground target destroyed.
What? Ah, I just lost the shoot there.
Garuda 1, bombs away.
Nice shooting, Garuda. We're going in.
I've got a lock. Talisman is locked on. Enemy facility was destroyed.
That is very, very strange, PC.
Damn, it missed.
I've been having some weird things with YouTube lately. Like today when I started my computer, this will just flew right around the antenna. I was getting a driver crash every single time I opened the YouTube video. It's fine after I restarted, but it's strange, regardless.
Garuda 1, bombs away.
Spending too much time over here.
Talisman is locked on. Enemy facility was destroyed.
I normally just fire my guns the whole time I'm inside because I can't see where the cranes are. And I've only used half my bombs. God, the loadout scaling in this game is ridiculous.
Anti-aircraft artillery destroyed.
Engage the enemy with RPGs head on. Ambush them at the north gate.
Missile strike confirmed. Garuda 1, ESM is active.
And it's a shame because I don't think low-tier aircraft should suffer from such starvation as they do. And look, Warlock has a... What? Did you see that? There's a... I got credited for howitzer, but not for any credit. What? Did I accidentally kill a friendly howitzer, but it counted as a... not a red kill?
What is it that you don't understand? The enemy's getting confused with his own ranks. Don't let this one get away. Follow me. Take 105. Don't go out in front. You want them to pick you off?
Talisman is locked on. Ground target destroyed.
Engage enemy tanks.
Garuda 1 launched missile. Missile struck target.
Hang on, what's the situation? Okay, this one's almost done.
Enemy facility was destroyed.
And I need to remember that this tunnel is around back. Okay.
Looking good, Warlock. We're gonna break on through.
Enemy facility was destroyed.
What the? It's just a shit. Enemy alert. We have enemy fighters inside the fortress.
They're flying fighter jets into our tunnel. These people must be insane. They know this place inside out. Stay on maximum alert.
I don't. Oh my god, look at that texture.
Operation target destroyed. Just one left.
Our defenses are working. We're gonna wipe out our transformers. It's dangerous here. I'll take you to the shelter.
There. This is Shamrock. I've got a visual on the substation facilities. Those facilities supply power to the fortress. Taking them out will weaken their defenses.
Shut down approaching enemy fighters. Avoid combat at those facilities.
Garuda 1 launched missile.
Didn't they put a battleship in the here in the Hoover Dam in the co-op mission. Yeah, we're looking good.
Substation facilities confirmed destroyed. Now take out the rest of those transport routes. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
What's this thing on the map in the middle here? Oh, the antenna. Okay. I'm just trying to remember how to do this right. And now we dive in through the tunnel. And we'll come out on the other side right up against the last target of... Oh, right, I probably should finish Warlock's operation. But they haven't been able to destroy the heavy howitzer yet.
Target hit.
See if I can complete 3 operations in 30 seconds.
Lining up in front of Fortress as planned.
Garuda 1, Fox 2.
This one's mine. Defense barrier C2 has been destroyed. All stations ready for battle. They won't be long. I missed. All facilities on floor C2 have been destroyed.
Oh my god, I didn't destroy that. Hang on. Maybe I'll have to do this the opposite of what I usually do. Can I? Where's the entry? Where's the entry?
Bravo Fortress is finished. No, just gotta take out the fortress itself and get our country back.
There we go. Did that not count? It didn't count. God damn it. C is not completed.
All attack targets are destroyed. Now we can get on to the Rocco mission. Fighter jets diving into tunnels. That's never been done before. Just another day on the job for today's pilot.
Surrounding enemy forces have been weakened. Commence attacks on the fortress itself. I'll be sending the target data. Garuda team, concentrate all fire on specified targets. I've sent coordinates for the first target. Check your radars.
I'm not sure, actually. I haven't... It's been so long that I don't know. But somehow I remember seeing that Operation C completed thing. But maybe my memory is just playing tricks on me.
This is our last stronghold. Retreat is not an option. I repeat, retreat is not an option.
Missile struck target. Radar lock.
Take control of Sector P4. Just calm down and aim.
Launching missile. Garuda 1, ESM is active. Enemy tank has been destroyed.
Hasn't the radar room been restored yet?
All planes to the sky cannon. Fighting attack support to complete. Early site executed as the attack. I can't reach area N. I'll go check the situation myself.
Oh, why did just destroy those 2 bunkers at the same time?
Battalion, why aren't you returning fire?
I've been buried in the fallen roof. There's
Completing up sewage case? Huh, I did not know that actually.
Lock on.
Wait, respawning AA. I don't see any AA respawning. Is it infinitely respawning or just a bunch of them?
Target coordinates have been sent.
Because normally I do complete C, it's B that doesn't get completed. Because the ships are the last thing I get. And I did manage to max out the mission score. I know that. The scoreboard is there to prove it.
Careful now. The enemy has you on radar. Special weapons running low.
Come on, Ace. So, for most of you will know this, but this Ace has kind of an awesome story. Like, if you go into the assault records, it says that he was so pissed off about the way... Actually, I'm not sure about what, but about the army management, I think, that during this entire dogfight, he's broadcasting attacks on the generals of Slovakia. And so that he was putting court-martial after this because of that.
Lock on! Talisman is locked on.
Thank you for flying straight. I needed that.
Careful now. The enemy has you on radar.
So that's the guerrilla team everyone's talking about.
Enemy hit. Bombs away. All enemy forces within Rogno have been destroyed. We have successfully taken back the fortress.
This is Landed Battalion. All areas are secure. We are now in a Stovey-free zone.
Our special forces...
Nah, I don't trust my yaw with that.
On the inside. Rogno Fortress is under American control. Mission accomplished.
I'm gonna fly into the right angle.
Head back to base, Garuda team. We're really on a roll. No one can stop us now.
Narrator, someone stop them. And it was their own commanders.
Ground target destroyed.
Although it's often been called impregnable, we have taken over Slovakia's no one. All that's left is to head for Gracemeria.
Right. 110,560 score. I have no idea if that's actually the max score for this mission. I have to check. But I probably wouldn't make it to the scoreboard anyway because of the time, which would then be the tiebreaker. But yeah, thanks for coming, guys. This has been really fun. I've been loving playing this game again, which I hadn't played in so long. And I'm not sure if tomorrow, but certainly next week, let's finish the rest of this run. And after that, I'll probably do a proper video on Xenia Emulation. Not a long thing, because there's not really that much to say, but something, just to help people set things up. And I'll also try and work on the DLC, as I mentioned, because I know it's possible. I was just a fool that didn't give myself enough time to set that up before the stream. Anyway, let's skip that. Thanks for coming, guys, and I'll see ya.